It's amazing.
You may be seated.
Ten 1316 Marinova v. Boston Herald. Please identify yourself to the court for the record. Plaintiff at the front, defendant at the back for recorded purposes only, please. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. David Rich from Todd and Wells for plaintiff Joanna Marinova.
Megan Delory, also for the plaintiff.
Peter Biachetti for the defendants.
And Nick Grant for the defendants. Your Honor, good afternoon.
All right. I've read through the joint pretrial memorandum, which I appreciate receiving in advance. Candor compels me to state that I haven't read all of the exhibits, including the 4-page to a page format transcript of the hearings in front of Judge Prasad. I must admit my eyesight is not what it used to be, and until I have to, I'm not going to attempt to read that. You're looking for a trial date of 15 to 20 days? And did you have any discussions with Ms. Goldberg prior to coming in as to possible trial dates?
Yes, Your Honor, folks, feel free to correct
15
me.
to 20 days would be pretty far out for us, and I assume she told you that.
Right, she gave us, she thought that the earliest that we could be accommodated would be the last week in January of 2014. And so in speaking with counsel prior to today, what we thought we would do, correct me if I'm wrong, is take that date while we can get it, potentially set up a status conference sometime in the midsummer to see if anything's changed in the court schedule for the fall, to set up as soon as the judge who would be in the session in January, which presumably one wouldn't know, so pick a date in early January 2014 to come in and talk about some of the mechanics that are set forth in the pretrial, and then have your typical final trial conference just before the trial. Did I miss anything?
So usually the sessions change, in fact invariably the sessions change in my experience on the first full week of each quarter. So that means if you were having a trial in January, that the first day that your judge would be sitting here would be on January 6th, Monday, January 6th. I suppose we could put that down for you if you'd like for pretrial.
Thank you.
The Herald has moved for summary judgment like 3 different times and got scolded each time.
Shall we work backward and pick a date in midsummer for status? We talked about a date that's convenient to all 4 of you.
We have not, but I think, generally sometime in mid-July probably works. And it may be as simple as, broken on the schedule, and is there anything to talk to the judge?
Right, there's no point in, lovely as the environs are, there's no point in taking a walk over if there's nothing to say.
Exactly.
So why don't we put you on for Wednesday, July 17th for status. And then refresh my memory as to, did Ms. Goldberg give you a specific date in January?
The 27th, I believe.
Okay, that makes sense because we have another trial scheduled for January 7th. And my guess is if we've scheduled it that far out, it probably is going to require a couple of weeks, even though I personally wasn't involved in the scheduling of it. That's my best guess. So let's say January 27th for trial now. And it looks like, reading through it, that there's a fairly significant issue as to if nothing else, whether the determination of Ms. Marinova's status as a private citizen or a limited public figure should be made by the judge before opening statements or made at the conclusion of the evidence, and that seems to be a fairly significant dispute between the parties. So I'm sure that the judge, who may well be me if you're doing the trial in January, will want to address that.
Great.
Is there anything else I can do today to move things along, or that we need to address?
Your Honor, there may be some other case management opportunities between now and then, at least with regard to the scope of damages available. We may have seen a few allusions to those issues in our papers.
Yes.
One of the things that the pretrial memo contemplates is the itemization of special and liquidated damages. And if we defendants had a better sense of what those were, to the extent that you can itemize or describe those special damages, that would help.
All right. Is there resistance to that, or are you hearing this for the first time, or?
We hadn't discussed it before the conference. There have been medical bills produced, and I believe it's just based on the medical bills. And if they want us to add up the number and give them what the number is on the bills, we can do that.
Well, it sounds like they might move things along. When do you think you might be able to provide that?
I think we're expecting some additional records, other than what we have. So we can do it within the week.
That'd be great. I'm sure you can supplement it when the additional records come in, and perhaps give the defendant some idea of when you anticipate the additional records as well. Okay.
Great.
Well, thank you all very much.
Thank you.
That should be.
Let's go.